What's up everybody, my name is Vincent. Welcome to Cryptolution, where we talk about everything under the moon in the crypto universe. Today is Monday, May 25th. Now in today's dog video, I'm going to share with you confirmation from Claude itself that confirms Binance has been accumulating dog Bitcoin over the past 7 days. Now, what I'm going to share with you is shocking on-chain proof that shares with you that these wallets not only accumulated, but it has allowed the top 10 wallets to extend their lead from 19.04% of the token supply to now, as of today, 19.12%. This is all happening right now as we speak. But you need to see this video because you need to see it for yourself. Don't just hear it from me. We literally have on-chain proof to share with you. So I want to dive deep into it. I don't want to waste any time, and I also want to share with you why I believe Asia is actually getting into runes again, and we're going to see rune summer happen very soon. So with that said, knowing that dog is going to lead that rally for the rune summer, let's dive deep into it. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X. Please be careful with any of the scammers down in the comments below. I'll never reach out via WhatsApp, Telegram, direct messaging, or email, so please be careful and invest safely. Guys and girls, let's get right into it. Okay, so dog Bitcoin right now is at around 71 million market cap. I do want you to notice something, okay? Have you noticed that dog has been trading sideways over the past 24 hours? But also another thing I want you to pay attention to. Notice the trading volume. On BitGet is 38,000, Gate 70,000, Mexi 60,000. Kraken 64,000. Now you must know that this is absolutely abnormal. This is really weird behavior. Even for any type of meme coin, the amount of volume for these exchanges for dog Bitcoin is at extreme lows. But this isn't because we aren't seeing trading volume from retail coming in. It's because this was actually orchestrated and coordinated to show that there is suppression in the dog price. Remember, the dog price on CoinMarketCap is determined and valued based on the liquidity flow within these centralized exchanges. It is all organized by Binance, and I'll confirm that in just a little bit. But before we begin, I want you to go ahead and go give us a super thanks on YouTube. See these three dots down below? If you click that and hit thanks, you can give us a super thanks. You can donate $2, $5, even $10 on YouTube, and that'd be much appreciated. Now, I want to move on to the next thing because I've made an official submission to Kraken Pro. Now, this is the first dog AI agent, which is powered by Kraken's MCP and also CLI integration. Now, if you are a beginner, if you are an advanced trader, this is amazing because this dog AI agent is an assistant that allows you to see real-time market data, all the analytics, and everything that you're seeing on spot and futures to give you some suggestions for how to better position yourself for dog trades using Kraken's MCP. So this is absolutely amazing. Make sure to see this post. If you want to be eligible, you can vote now, either follow, like, and comment and repost, and you could be one of the 2 people to win 5% of the winning proceeds from this competition. Definitely check out this video. I'll post the link at the upper right hand side on YouTube, but this is a complete demonstration of how this dog AI assistant can absolutely be helpful for you. Now, let's go over to where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's still at 77,000. Not much has changed since last Friday. And let's look into the meme coin sector. Now, what you need to notice, even though Bitcoin's not up that much, there are some meme coins that are up. Look at SPX, up 5%. Again, I use market makers. Pudgy Penguins is down, almost down to like 0.5%, but I want to scroll down to where dog Bitcoin is. Now, dog, like just yesterday, was above Brett, but now it's below it. It's actually at 309. Now, this to me does not seem right, but I want to talk about how Asia is getting back into runes and also why the price of dog at this specific point is being suppressed by these Binance wallets. But before we get into that, I just want to give you a confirmation that OKX and their listing team has confirmed they have received the application for dog Bitcoin and is currently under review. I spoke to their customer support, they confirmed it, and they also clarified it, so that's absolutely amazing. This is something that I just wish that other exchanges like Coinbase, Gemini, and even Binance.us would do. I mean, Coinbase is a different example. I do have conversations with the Coinbase team, but really we just need like some market makers to help get a listing going, but also they would have to create the runes infrastructure for that. So I think the first step is let's find a market maker willing to volunteer to support dog on Coinbase. Then we could talk about with with the Coinbase team how we can get a Runes infrastructure in place, right? So they can build it. And that may take time. But here's some other breaking news. C2 Blockchain, a publicly traded company, decided and announced just recently that right now they have roughly around 1 billion dog tokens, but they just now said out loud and announced their new milestone. It's going to be 1.5 billion dog. That's going to be 1.5% of the total supply of dog. This is absolutely huge and I love it. Now, let's also move on to why I think Asia is getting back into Runes. Now, when you look into the Bitcoin ecosystem, what have you noticed over the past 24 hours? You notice that Ordi is up 7%, so you'll see that spike in the chart. You also see that SATS, another BRC20 token, it's up 4.5%, another spike. But if you notice, like Rune tokens such as Dog has been trading sideways, it hasn't seen a spike yet. Same thing with Magic Internet Money, that's gone down, Pups has gone kind of sideways, Billy's gone sideways. But notice Uncommon Goods, okay? So this is really important. Uncommon Goods spiked 20% today, and Uncommon Goods is a Rune token. It's Rune number 0, and you saw a huge spike in that. So what you're seeing is that the Asian market and the Asian community is buying into Ordi, Sats, and Uncommon Goods. But they're buying into Uncommon Goods because they're speculating. They also are interested back into Runes. And some of these Asian communities and Asian audiences and investors are using platforms like Bound Exchange. And you're also seeing it happening on-chain. So you see this amount of Runes transactions on the Bitcoin network. This is absolutely astonishing because we're reaching levels that we haven't seen since May of 2024. So these levels keep growing even as May 22nd. So this is a little bit of delayed data, but this is because people are minting Uncommon Goods and getting back into Runes. This is the Asian market. And what you saw yesterday, which was the non-financial transactions on the Bitcoin network on op return, which was basically used by Runes, made up roughly around 74.56% of the Bitcoin transactions on the Bitcoin network. That's all Runes. This is amazing, ladies and gentlemen. This is what's going on. Asia is paying attention to the Runes economy. They're using Uncommon Goods as the first kind of mover, and Dog Bitcoin will also follow suit because remember, Dog Bitcoin is the #1 meme coin on Bitcoin. It's the #1 Rune on Bitcoin. So eventually all this interest that's going to happen in Uncommon Goods is going to roll back into Dog. It's just going to happen regardless. And we're seeing it happen on chain. So this is where things get really fun in the video. So just today, what have I noticed in terms of long-term holders? We just jumped from 80.2 to 80.5% as of this morning. This happened really quickly. So that means there are long-term holders accumulating more Dog and holding. But this isn't just retail. This is also these Binance linked wallets. They are accumulating as much Dog from these exchanges such as BitGet, Gate, Mexi, and Kraken, which is why you see the trading volume on these exchanges so low. Is because they coordinated themselves to make sure that the price of Dog will not go up as much, will not see as much trading volume, so that they can buy Dog off chain on these exchanges and then withdraw it back on chain. That's why you see these long-term holders keep growing. Let's dive deeper into this. So let's talk about the top 10 wallets. Now, if we look back on May 17th of 2026, not too long ago, we saw that the top 10 holders owned around 19.04% of the token supply. Remember, not too long ago before this, it was roughly 18.89%. So that is an increase. But guess what? These Binance linked wallets have actually stepped up their game over the past 7 days. What have you noticed? The top 10 holders now own roughly, as of yesterday, 19.12%, ladies and gentlemen. That's a huge increase. That's like a lot of Dog being accumulated within the top 10 wallets. If you notice the top 10 wallets, I want you to pay attention to wallet number 6. Now, this is where things get really exciting. This is Claude. Okay, so Claude broke down all the Binance linked wallets that I've shared with it, and I also shared with all the accumulation that's happening within these specific wallets with Dog. And what did it report? Now pay attention to these red arrows. These red arrows are addressing wallet number 6. This is a whale wallet that's also a Binance linked wallet. Now, what have you noticed over the past 7 days? It's been the most active, and it's also accumulated roughly around 61 million Dog tokens. So this is just over the past 7 days. That's roughly around 145,000 US dollars. But not just that, whale wallet number 7 activated just 2 days after whale wallet number 6 operated within the same operator. This is the same operator that runs both of these wallets, okay? And they're both Binance linked wallets. And if you look at all the Binance linked wallets such as 6, 7, 9, and 10, they collectively own roughly 4.82% of the total supply of Dog. This all happened over the past 7 days. As you can see from this network of wallets, number 6 was the most active. And you're not just seeing like the top 10 increased by like 0.08%. The top 10 wallets are the Binance linked wallets. 6 out of the 10 are Binance linked. And this is what's shocking, right? This is happening literally on chain right now as we speak, right before our eyes. So everything in a nutshell, Binance is buying your dog. Simple as that. Now let's go into charting and analysis. So nothing's too strange, okay? So dog has been trading sideways. Some other tokens are up by maybe 1 digit, maybe even 4 digits based on SPX, but nothing's really changed. Dog is still being suppressed for a reason. The fact that every single time that we expose a Binance wallet, there is a massive capitulation and massive manipulation. This price is being suppressed for a reason and wants to keep it below 73 million market cap because it was touching that 90 million market cap resistance level 3 times. And I don't think Binance liked that because they want to get dog on the cheap. Roughly, they own 7, almost close to 8% of the token supply of dog. They need to own roughly 10 to 15% in order to consider a spot listing on Binance or Binance Alpha. That way, it allows them to dump those tokens once other exchanges start listing dog. So this is just everything in a nutshell. I just wanted to share with you what on-chain data shares with us and also how Claude has confirmed that all the wallet activity that's gone on over the past 7 days has showed that wallet number 6 and 7 are pretty much in the stance of accumulating dog. Number 6 especially, over 61 million dog tokens. That's not bad considering that Binance is trying to get a free and fair airdrop. So they have to do what everybody else has to do. They actually have to buy the token. They can't just be given the token. They can't be airdropped the token. They actually have to buy it off chain, just like any other exchange and just like any other retail. That's what's great about Dog's free and fair airdrop. So with that said, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Make sure to give us a super thanks on YouTube. I would really appreciate it if you could do that on our channel. And also if you want to participate in this specific Kraken Pro submission of the Dog AI, make sure to follow, like, comment, and repost. So I want to thank our sponsors, C2 Blockchain and Trucker Biff. Make sure to smash up that like button, subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to join us on X to receive all of our alpha calls and updates regarding Dog and Moon. Until then, see you guys girls next time.